Hey guys, so I'm gonna try and do a challenge. You might wonder what this challenge is. So long story short, I'm trying to get stronger. I'm gonna try and hit 1 plate pull-up, 2 plate bench, 3 plate squat, and 4 plate deadlift by the start of next semester. Now some of you might be already saying, "Yo Willie, why are you so frail? 2 plate bench? I do that for my warm-up. 3 plate squat? Easy." Some of you might be wondering, "Willie, why are you trying to embarrass yourself?" Well, honestly, I have nothing better to do now. I finally got my full-time job offer, and school, honestly, what the fuck school? Honestly, I've never really taken strength training seriously or dieting seriously. You know, one time when I was trying to bulk, I just ate whatever the fuck, and I went from 150 to 170 in the course of 2 semesters. So there was that. And then I lost a bunch of weight, and then I gained a bunch of weight, and I lost a bunch of weight, and then I gained a bunch of weight, you know, because of COVID and everything. And my level of strength has really fluctuated with my weight loss and my weight gain. And honestly, I just want to finally keep myself accountable by logging my progress. And I think this will be a great way for me to finally understand my body to its fullest potential. Right now, I think I'm weighing about 170 to 175. So here's my current physique. Don't blame me, I literally do not know how to flex at all. So please don't bash on me. But right now, I think I could do a solid 195 pounds on the bench for 5 reps. Probably 275 on the squat for 5, maybe 3. I could probably do 315 to 335 on the deadlift for maybe like 3 reps. So definitely a lot of work to be done. Anyways, I'm trying to hit this by the beginning of next semester, so what is that? Okay, I added my calendar. Fuck! Alright, so we have less than 2 months, so that means that I have to gain 30 pounds on the bench, 40 pounds on the squat, and almost 100 pounds on the deadlift within the course of less than 2 months. Whatever, I think it'll be an interesting journey. Let's try it out and see what happens. Finally here. My boy. Alright, we're gonna get this deadlift in. So one thing I'm noticing right away as we get into 315 here is that I don't drop my hips low enough, which means I won't be getting as much quad involved and inherently having a weaker lift. It's definitely going to be more important as we get into the higher weights, as a higher hit will make it harder to keep the lower back straight as the weight is pulling on my upper back, and your lats can only do so much in bracing your back. Now moving on to 335, honestly I think it went pretty well. Because 315 went up easily, I had confidence in 335 and the weight just went up smoothly. Honestly think I could have done more reps, but I wanted to keep more energy reserved for the next lift, which is 355. Now here's Randy doing it, and boy, he pulls that thing smooth like butter. Randy's actually a strong motherfucker. I think he pulled like over 500 pounds at his peak, but he got a back injury now, so now he's keeping it light. So the good news is I get the privilege to work out with him. You can hear just how jealous I am at how easily he makes it look. So now here's 355, and honestly, oh my god, it just felt like shit. You know, if I had a lower hip, I could have got more leg drive, but man, that was tough. And here's Randy doing it like he's pulling nothing.
Easy. Let's go.
Fuck you, Randy. Afterwards, we decided to do Romanian just to work our lower back and hamstring. I've actually never really done Romanian before, unless you count my shitty conventional where my knees are barely bent anyways. But with Randy watching me and correcting me, it actually felt pretty good. The next workout we did was the pull-up, which is also part of the challenge. I keep forgetting that I have to record in horizontal in order to make the video look good, but beginner's mistakes. Anyways, this was in the middle of the workout and my form is alright, I guess. We're just doing 20 and 25 pound dumbbells or reps until we get tired and just do body weight after. Some of you may wonder why I'm including the pull-up in the challenge. And to that, I say I believe that the pull-up is probably the most underrated compound movement you can do, as it just works so many parts of back and arms. And a lot of people do lat pull down anyways, so why not just do pull-ups? Plus, pulling with 45 pounds just sounds sick. Finishing up the workout, we got some rows in, and then afterward did a lat pull down superset where we progressively got closer to the middle of the bar as we got tired. And boy, I was so tired at the end. Like, dude, look at that form. Nonetheless, I had a fantastic workout. It felt amazing. Here's a blurry picture of my pump and day 1 complete. In terms of the diet that I'm gonna follow, honestly, I'm way too lazy to count macros right now, but the body is made in the kitchen, so I'm just gonna do the most gym bro diet, which entails of just making and eating as much broccoli, rice, and chicken as possible, and saving the rest for later meals. I've been eating like this for a while anyways, but obviously I'll switch it up here and there, so I won't get tired. I get hungry at night anyways, so I like to make fruit oatmeal with strawberry chobani yogurt and some blueberries. It tastes absolutely amazing. And sometimes I also munch on some almonds while doing work. Day 2. Alright, so here we are building up the bench. We were actually supposed to squat, but we both had really tight schedules, so we ended up having to cut that out of the workout. Regardless, we're going to try and go heavy today just to see where I'm starting at, but I usually will just do working set of 5x5 with 185. I've actually hit 225 sophomore year, maybe 235, which was a year and a half ago at a weight of 170 pounds, but I pretty much lost all my progress after COVID. I remember when I first started working out again, I was seriously struggling with 135. Like, it was legit so embarrassing, and I was 160 pounds too, but now I'm back at it. I don't think I can comfortably hit 225 right now, but it's definitely my strongest lift proportionally and least to worry about. Also, you might be wondering why I'm wearing resistance bands on my wrists, and that's just to keep my wrist in a neutral position because I've injured my wrist in the past from just lifting heavy benches in general, and it's just harder for me to keep my wrist in a neutral position. And I also can't find my wrist strap, so the bands will do. Anyway, so for the 205, I did end up doing it for 3 reps, but I really wanted to get into 4th, but my shoulder blade slipped on the bench and I completely lost my tightness. Ah, what a bummer. And instead of fretting on it, I decided to save my energy for 215, which I actually surprised myself in repping twice. As a next step, I do want to keep the weight more controlled and have it at least slightly pause on my chest before I do the lift, instead of a touch and go. But anyways, I'm not even going to show Randy because he could bench 265 and this is absolute lightweight for him. Also didn't bother trying 2 plates as I know it wouldn't be that great of a lift even if I did get it, so we just did working sets and moved on to incline dumbbell presses. Pretty standard, big boy lifts. Then we moved on to dips and oh boy were they a great pump. We basically did them weighted by putting a dumbbell between our thighs, did as many reps, then dropped the weight and did body weight reps. And wow. Then afterwards we just did a bunch of accessory exercises and yeah, that's day 2.
Let's go. Go work out, bruh. Go work out.
Okay, so I worked out another 2 days this week, so my split was essentially pull, push, lower, upper. The last 2 workouts were mostly focusing on just getting technique and making my muscle connection, and I guess trying to build progress rather than lifting heavy. But anyways, I did end up squatting and I actually felt really weak as I was still sore from the previous workouts. What makes it worse is that I was really trying to hit real deep a narrower stance than I'm used to, so that I could get more quad and glute activation. This obviously means I can't lift as much as I normally do, but I do think I need to work on hitting more depth anyways. As I'm trying to do 265 here, it just felt way too heavy for me. I legit felt like I was going to die after the second rep. Maybe this is what happens when I don't have Randy's presence nourishing me with his big boy energy to give me unnatural steroid-like power. Jokes aside, this was a pretty big bummer for me, and it just motivated me to now squat more than once a week. Also, my fatigue just transitioned horribly into the deadlift. Here's me trying to deadlift 335, and boy did it not feel the same as how it did day 1. We have a lot of work to do, ladies and gents. Anyways, I'm just gonna conclude this video here as there wasn't anything that interesting left, but here's me doing a really good inner chest workout where you just hold 2 plates and press up. The force you have to apply to keep the plates together is really taxing on your chest. But yeah, here's a post-workout feast I had with the boys, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers to a new journey.